Hi everyone, I am Crystal and I am the leader of Frontida. I'm here to tell you a little bit about our values and how they came to be. We have been in business since 2009, and back then we knew very little about what we were doing. But one thing I found out pretty quickly was it was really important to found this company and to build everything we've built since then on some very clear values. So welcome to our team. We are so glad you're here. You might be watching this video as a refresher if you've been on the team for a little bit, because we want the things that we're going to talk about today to really become a part of the fabric of each of our communities and everything we do every day. As I've said many times, we are not perfect and we will probably screw this up. But the values of tell the truth, work hard, follow the rules, and love others are the way that we build trust. And building trust is one of the most valuable and fun things that you can do when we do this with everybody, the residents, families, each other, your leader, someone that works for you, all different directions. It makes a difference and you'll want to come back tomorrow. And that is our goal. We want it to be a great place to work so that we can continue to be a really great place to live. So I'm glad to be here to share this with you. I'll tell you a little bit of how this came to be. In 2010, February of 2010, we were almost a year in business and we received a lengthy, ugly survey from Department of Health Services. And when I read it, we'd only been in business almost a year, so we were brand new. I read that survey and I said, we did not tell the truth, we did not work hard, and we didn't follow the rules. And that was the very beginning of me realizing the basics of what it takes to be successful. So I'm so glad to be able to share these with you today. As you know, our first value is tell the truth. And when many people hear that, they think, oh, I got that. It's being honest, it's having integrity, and honesty really matters. Number one thing we care about is that you will tell the truth. We can get to the bottom of problems quicker when we just tell the truth. And tell the truth is even more than just answering a question with clarity. Telling the truth sometimes means that you share something that you've learned in this journey of life. I mean, you've probably been a team member somewhere else, a caregiver, or maybe worked in housekeeping or maintenance or in dietary, and you've learned things that we don't know yet here at Frontida. Tell the truth is sharing your opinions. For a long time, we have made it a priority to make sure that people feel valued at Frontida. And one of the things that we can do for you to get there is to listen. So when you have an idea you'd like to share, or concern that you see, or something that we're messing up and your leader may not realize it, tell the truth means that you're willing to go and have that conversation. Sometimes it's a hard conversation. Sometimes you might be on the receiving end of a conversation where someone thinks that they tell you something, you can get better. And that is our goal here, that hard conversations, that good conversations, that truth and ideas are freely shared, even when it might feel a little uncomfortable. That's what tell the truth means in addition to honesty. What this takes is you being willing to be vulnerable. Either side of the tell the truth hard conversation can be vulnerability. When you have to hear something hard or when you have to deliver something hard. And so what we do with the tell the truth is we will call families with hard, maybe painful news. Maybe when we make a mistake, that might be a conversation that has to be had. Or it might be you with a team member, a coworker, where you say, hey, I don't know if you realize that when you do this, it has this impact. And we can be better here. It might be a leader coming to you and saying, hey, we got to have a hard conversation. I have something to tell you that will help you be better if we can fix this. That's what tell the truth means, in addition to simply answering the questions with honesty, truthfulness. All of that matters. But at Frontida, we'd like to do it a little bit different, take it one step further, and we are continuing in this journey of making this a priority every single day. Our second value of work hard sometimes can feel a little bit, do we have to include that? Yes, we do. At Frontida, the work is hard. And it is. in many, many jobs that you go to, especially in long-term care. And so we want to hire people that have a clear understanding that we have high expectations. And sometimes these expectations are not just about the actual tasks in the day, but that you think well and that you think proactively to solve problems. There's going to be something that pops up in your workday that you've not ever experienced before. Work hard might be going and asking someone for help. That goes back to the value of tell the truth. Just say, hey, I need some help here so that we can solve this problem. This value of work hard has served us very well over the years. And many, many times we look at someone that we are working with, perhaps even a vendor or somebody that we're interacting with, and we say, hey, we need more, because everyone has a job to do and each part is important for continuing the excellent work that we want to provide for families, for residents, and it'd be a great place to work. Every one of our values kind of intersects with each other, and you're going to see that each of them make this a great place to work, but as importantly as that is a great place to live. Follow the rules. Now this one seems kind of obvious, but sometimes we might miss the mark. In every state that we do business in, there are regulations and things that we have to be aware of. That's probably the number one thing that when I came up with these values many years ago, that was the number one thing we missed, is we simply did not follow the rules that were set out for our industry in order for us to be the basic of successful. But then we added employee handbooks and policies and ways that we would be able to deliver consistent, excellent care. And that's what families are expecting from us. So yes, follow the rules. It's been here for a long time. It will continue to be. It's a really important piece of what we do. And when we miss the mark, we have an opportunity to then come back and hold everyone accountable to high expectations, because that is key for us to be a place that you want to continue being. And the more that we do the accountability piece of follow the rules, the better we're going to be. Our value of love others is one of my favorites, and it's something that goes every direction. It goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways, it goes to families, it goes to every single person that walks into our buildings. When we came up with love others, it was not initially thought of when that survey came, but it was something that I realized was important in a place that I wanted to work. Love others is really what it started out as, was the golden rule, treating other people the way that you would want to be treated. It's kind of just a basis of how can I exhibit love towards someone else. I can try to figure out how I would want to be treated. Sometimes it's not clear and you can ask questions to get there. But what this means is treating families with love and respect, taking care of a resident like you would want your own loved one to be taken care of. Sometimes it's having a conversation with someone in order to help them grow. And love others can also be where you just simply are a great team member. Show up on time so that someone's able to leave when they need to get home to their family. All of those things make love others one of the best things about working at Frontida, because when we truly reach the mark in this value and this goal that we have, building trust is so much easier because someone feels cared for. When we have hard conversations, we bring love others in as the basis of how we start that. We just start by saying, hey, I care about you. I care about your opportunity to continue to grow with this company. I also care about all the other people around. And if we can fix this one little thing through the value of tell the truth, work hard, follow the rules, and love others, we can simply create a place where we deliver excellent care and that families continue to trust us. We will have great outcomes. We will all feel good at the end of the day. And you will continue to feel a valued member of our team. And that's what we want. On Frontida's 5th anniversary, that was back in 2014, we added the value of have fun. And we did that because honestly, I looked around the buildings and I thought, there's not enough energy here. We're not having enough fun and we're not celebrating it when we do. So we added that value. It gave us a great opportunity to change up our logo a bit. We spent that year just making sure that we were having fun. And it made such a difference in the energy in our buildings. We expect that to continue. And I think we are better than ever at bringing fun to our buildings. Sometimes that's great life enrichment for the residents where they are simply just having great activities throughout the day, things that are meaningful and individual to them. But sometimes it's just making a joke or maybe even create a TikTok. You will get to have this kind of fun at Frontida, and we want that to be a regular part of our day. This is what makes our residents smile. It's what will make you smile. And that is something that when we do that, there creates this vibe and this energy that will continue to have people walking in our doors and say something is different here at Frontida. And it goes back to the value of have fun. So now you've heard about all 5 of our values. Tell the truth, work hard, follow the rules, love others, and probably the most favorite of many people, have fun. All of these 5 values can work together. They can be intertwined into creating what we really want to have happen. Our mission is to build trust. When we build trust with our residents, with our families, with each other, we create a place where families can go home at night and have peace of mind. And that is what winning looks like. At Frontida, you'll hear about us talk about winning. And one of the reasons that we do that is so that you know what it looks like. When we see our values on display, that is winning. And our goal is that we talk about these situations all the time. We have a bell in each of our buildings. We'd love to hear it ringing to celebrate what winning looks like. Because when we know, we can repeat it. When you know what it looks like, you know what building trust feels like, you will be a valued member of this team for many years. Now, one of the things that I always talk about is for us to be a great place to work, it takes every single person caring about these values. When you come to work and you tell the truth, when you work hard, when you follow the rules, when you exhibit love towards others, it's easy to love coming to work. And that's what we want to make happen. The consistency of that for our residents and their families is what makes it a very special place to be. So thank you for being part of this team. I'll remind you, as I do many, many times, go build trust.